Good afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Deborah Roth here from Spirited Living, and on this mid-May day right now, and as I always or often say in these videos, in these Inner Goddess Team videos, it really, all of the archetypes, all of the energy that I talk about when I do these can be tapped into all year round. Very often, like the goddess archetype that I'm talking about today, is very much associated with the month of May, and I'll explain that in a minute. But really, I mean, if as you well know, if you've been watching these, if you well know that my passion and one of my big missions is to really do everything I can in this kind of magical archetypal way to bring back, to really reclaim the qualities of the divine feminine, of the positive feminine, of the sacred feminine, of honoring our emotions, honoring our intuition, collaboration, cooperation, all of the things that unfortunately in the still fairly patriarchal, here I go on my soapbox, in the still pretty patriarchal society, have been deemed as weaknesses. And it's time to really, it's long past time to reclaim them as power sources. So I think that the one today is a lovely, it's a very sweet example of that. So I'll just give you the scoop. I always, I do these on Facebook Live, usually on a Monday or Tuesday, and then they go up on my YouTube channel, which is just Deborah Roth, however you get that in there. Hashtag IGT, Inner Goddess Team Videos. So please do subscribe there, comment here at Facebook Live, and give me ideas for future goddesses as well. So today is May 12th. Tomorrow, and you likely didn't know this unless you are from this particular culture, tomorrow, May 13th, is called Milda Day. Milda is the goddess that we're looking at, and there is not a whole lot of folklore, a lot of mythology around her, but she still seems to be revered and uplifted in some very lovely ways. So Milda is the Baltic goddess of love, of desire, of freedom, interestingly enough. And what she does is she really encourages men and women. It's always a big part of my, when I'm working with people, to love themselves, to take care of themselves and everyone else around them. She's courtship. She's really, it's defining love not in the traditional way. So it's love of across the board. It's not, as one of my sources, I love the way they put it. Let's see if I can find the wording. She's a goddess of free love. She's not a goddess of marriage necessarily. She doesn't abide by the rules of society, and she encourages love no matter what one's appearances, social background, language, age, orientation. So singles, couples, self, across the board. And May 13th, for some reason in Lithuania, is considered this, it's kind of like a Valentine's Day in Lithuania. And it focuses on love and friendship. And Milda's considered, I love this phrase as well, the enemy of loneliness. So she's a great one to call on if you have a friend or partner, if you're looking for a friend or partner, or to deepen your friendships or your partnerships. But also if you're attracted to someone, or there's someone that you want to be connected to, if they feel the same way in return, you can call on Milda. Apparently you're not supposed to pray or offer, make offerings or sacrifices or anything. But she is, if you are sincere, Milda will hear you. Now, for all of that, one of the things that's interesting about her is that there's a real debate whether how much she existed. She seems to have kind of appeared in modern literature, like in the early 1800s. And yet, and I won't go into all of the archaeological stuff and the writings and everything about it, but she is even for all of the debate about her origins, her authenticity. She's still, nowadays, she's still in modern times, has become this very popular female name in Lithuania and in Latvia. And that's kind of interesting in Latvia. I'll talk about that in a minute. And again, connected with May. Her name has this beautiful, Milda has this soft, gentle name. I didn't find anywhere that talked about the actual meaning of it. She's usually pictured as, and here's one of my representations that I found of her. She's pictured as a beautiful, usually naked woman riding on a carriage that's pulled by white pigeons. Now, I'm not seeing the carriage in there so much. And associated with flowers. And she's also, she had, in some stories about her, she has a son, let's see, Kauna or Pizio, described as a winged dwarf or a flying Cupid figure. So that may be part, another kind of angle, part of association with the whole Valentine's thing. So, and yet there's no, other than this, how she's represented, in this chariot drawn by pigeons, she's not, there aren't, and this is kind of what happened with the goddess that I highlighted last week, the Buddhist goddess, Freya Thra, I'm not sure I'm remembering that right, that there isn't mythology, these big stories about her, who her parents were and that kind of thing. But she is, there's no disputing the fact that she is very much beloved even today. In fact, I don't have a picture of her because there's really not much to see. She, the figure at the top of the Freedom Monument in Riga, Latvia, is affectionately called Milda. Somehow she's enough in the collective unconscious that they call her Milda. And you can go online and look for the Freedom Monument in Riga, and you'll see this figure way up high that you can't see very well. She is, what else can I tell you about her? Yeah, I think those are the basics because I don't have any really fun mythology. But tomorrow, May 13th in particular, is a great time for you to call on her. If you treat it like another Valentine's Day here in May. But what I loved about it is it's definitely not just romantic love, and it's not about marriage. It's love of self. It's friendship. It's she's about, yes, love of an intimate partner, certainly. But it's just this feeling of uplifting and freeing yourself, and there's where the freedom thing comes from, I think. Freeing yourself from the burdens of life and giving yourself over to love, which we could all probably use a little bit of that right now. So I think, and this I thought too, she's especially thought to enjoy helping people overcome their shyness and various complexes, to break taboos and prohibitions in the name of love. So very much a love goddess, like Freya in the Norse tradition, or it's certainly like Venus in the Roman tradition. So there's lots of counterparts to her, and she is in these Baltic countries. So in that general part of the world. So a little bit of I'm kind of getting into these lesser known goddesses now, because having done this now for almost 6 years, it blows me away. I started this during the summer of the pandemic in 2020. I'm just having fun. I mean, I've always had fun doing this. And I'll leave you with a chant that feels, I don't think I've chanted in my last couple Inner Goddess Team videos, but this one just feels like a beautiful one because it's reminding us that where love starts is loving ourselves. And I've got a couple of ones like that, but this is one I haven't done in a while. And kind of reflects the gentle energy, the gentle loving energy of Milda. And it goes like this. I'll sing it once, and you can listen to it. And as I always say when I'm leading chants in my circles and in my new moon rituals and that kind of thing, jump in before you're ready. I'll sing it once and I'll sing it again, and you could sing along with me. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. I will be gentle with myself. I will love myself. I am a child of the universe, being born each moment. So hold that in your heart. I've got my hands in my heart. Call on Milda when you want to infuse more love into your life. Let me know how it goes. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.